Thank you for staying with us. Okay, so we're going to conclude on the topic and go into another one. But I think your contribution now would, you know, slide in perfectly into the next topic, and is on the viral video that captures a heated argument between a mother and her son, and it has sparked intense reactions on social media. So this clip showed the son confronting his mother over her failure to contribute financially to the household, particularly in paying school fees. The son was seen saying to the mother that, you know, the father is the one that pays these school fees. And he says, I don't blame you. It's because daddy traveled. That's why you're doing this rubbish. Have you ever paid school fees for anybody in this house? You have never contributed shishi. As I'm reading it, my blood pressure is rising. And daddy is paid for everything. So many people have seen the video and they have comments. For me, I think I had a field day also reading the comments. And of course, we'd like you to join this conversation on 0201-635-2013 or 090-241-63440. And remember, you can also tweet to us at TVC Connect using hashtag YourViewTVC, and we're still streaming on YouTube. So because we're talking of children, she brought that in. Let's talk about this video, this clip. Have you all seen that clip?
I've seen it.
The teenager who looks like my son. I'm just looking at him and saying, is this boy 14 or 15? And he said to the mother, I don't blame you. It's because you don't contribute to anything. Yeah, the reason why you're doing all this rubbish this is because daddy traveled. Have you ever paid school fees? Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that? And the mother is calmly taking a video and she's answering, no, whatever. So I don't know if it was before she stepped in like an African mother, or this is how she decided to, but yes, what did that, for all of us, how did we feel when we saw that video?
For me, it's expected because I'm raising teenage people, and from time to time, this kind of things happen. In fact, this holiday, we had one with a heated argument, and she was shouting, crying, and saying, Mommy, you're not a good mother. I say, yes, I've heard. Yeah. So at that age, you should expect that they're going to say words, like they're going to throw words at you, they're going to say all of these things. All they are trying to do is to have their way. So she got back from school, and of course, you know, these teenagers now, everybody wants to be on their phone. They're always on their phone. And then every time I'm always calling her, I'll say, okay, I can't be sitting down and cook for you, and you are on your phone. You have to cook. There's breakfast, there's lunch, dinner that you're going to make. So I told her, okay, this is the time for breakfast, this is time for lunch, this is time for dinner. Once you call her and it's time for that, hey, Mommy, am I the only one? What about the others? Because she complained like that, I said, okay, you are going to be the only one, and you're going to do it throughout the week, you know. I said that. So because of that, there is malice. She keeps malice with me. She will not talk to me, or she will come, anything I say.
So you handle it by giving her a punishment?
Yes. So those are the things that are happening. So at that age, just expect these kind of things to happen. So yeah, the boy saying that you did not pay school fees is the truth. You sit him down and tell him, yes, you don't pay school fees, but for this part, I'm going to handle it. She can't obviously confront him there outside in public and start.
It was not in public. She shared it with us, I guess. What I'm getting. Tope, what do you think when you saw it?
I feel that I've read comments, very, very judging comments, without clear understanding of raising boys and raising teenage boys. However, no matter how angry you are, you won't spit out what you've not heard or what has not entered into you or inside you. So I feel that foundationally you do things you've seen in one way or the other. Children mirror. So I feel like he's had some conversations that made him say those things easily. If he hasn't heard those conversations, he will not say those kind of things. And it doesn't come across like the first time he's displaying that kind of behavior. So I would love to hear from our coach on how the ways to manage the situation. But I am handling twin teenage boys at the same time, two different personalities, but still playing out teenage drama. And sometimes I feel like I go and meet my husband, like, we need to really handle this situation. In the holiday, the PS4 is in my house, in my room, the laptop is in my room. I realize now that the remotes I had to put in my room because they wake up in the middle of the night, sit down, carry carry beverages, and cook food around 2 a.m., watch film and eat. And
while you are sleeping.
While we're sleeping, they don't wake up till like 2 a.m. I mean, 2 in the afternoon. You know, so like there are a lot of things happening. So children will act out.
Okay.
That's the thing. It is our job and responsibility as parents to manage it in unity. When name calling happens, it means there is no unity in that marriage already, which for me would. That was my first response. Like, let's look at that marriage.
Permissible? Children cannot be calling me out.
Like I said, they will act out, but not calling out. Not
I don't
insult.
even permit it.
Can you say rubbish to your parents?
Because I've seen my young teenager who just before she reached JSF, sometimes she wants to
just turned in.
Yes, and I always say to her, Auntie, remember who you're talking to. When you talk to me, you talk to your dad. You must find the most polite language, even if you want to rage. Even if you want to go mad or you're angry about something, you say it in the most polite language. And I do this in my house. If you talk to me you don't even finish that degree. If you reach, before you don't approach the level of that degree, I shut down. I walk away from them. I tell them, for this that you have done, you won't be heard. You are silenced. So you must go and learn, because I was worse. As a young child, when I'm angry, when I speak to an adult near you, my mom used to have this cable, this wire cable, to put me in check. She would tell me, I understand what your grievance is, but you must learn tone, time, language when you speak to us. And it was what's, final products that I'm not even see perfect. So how will I be watching my child? He said, you would need, but when I'm done with you, your fathers will come and thank me.
Okay, let me just add this, which is, for a lot of people that watch the video, it was almost bad mother or bad son. It was just reality. I like that. I like that both of you have teenage kids. So obviously, it's not your relationship with them is a bit different from Nima's, because Nima's kids are younger. Her oldest just turned 13. I have a 40-year-old. I've been doing this. My own teenager reached teenage years at 11. But we're, the thing is tapering off. So I remember when I used to have some of the issues, my mom would say, the good thing is he started early. So by, he would lose that, and I'm already seeing that. So
very, very interesting reality in a lot of homes today. There's a lot of dysfunctionality. And one of the things that I say is, when you look at your children, the way that they behave is a mirror reflection of you.
Not me. Not all of it. Not all the behavior.
Honestly, there's something in our brain that we call mirror neurons. They mirror everything that they observe. So I sat down and I analyzed that situation. And I realized that that boy is replicating something. If you notice, he was in charge. 1, 2, he was charging. 3, his siblings were quiet. His mom's voice was low, and she was saying, I didn't pay school fees. I was
wondering she was acting for us, knowing she was going to share that video.
I think it was a real, well, maybe it's a skit, but let's just take it as if that.
No, sorry, I don't mean like it was a skit. I mean, because she thought she would share the video,
let's just take it on the face
of the way it is.
Right? She was almost submissive to the boy. So it tells me that that's how the home is. That's how the father behaves and speaks. So the boy, and the father may have said to the boy, when I'm not at home, you're in charge. You're the man in this house. You are in charge.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
In that situation, it's not a good thing.
No, I mean the message of saying you're in charge.
Well, you have to also give context. So in that situation now, right, if that boy knows that there are consequences, because you see, I say to people that anybody can misbehave anyhow, right? The reason why people are measured in their behavior is there are consequences. So if you work in a large organization and you have a boss, and the boss annoys you, and you say that, I can throw tantrums, I cannot control what I'm saying, and you're going to abuse your boss, what will happen? They will sack you. So you will be measured. But if your colleague or your subordinate does the same thing, then you will dish it out because there are no consequences. The reason that that boy is behaving that way is there will be no consequences. In certain homes, you will talk to
your mother like that.
Your mother like that. Oh, the boy is dead. When the father comes home, the mother may not even say anything.
Okay.
He will never try it again because the father will beat the living daylight out of him. It will not even be the mother that will check me.
Gentle
We
parenting.
don't beat anymore now.
We encourage gentle parenting.
Spare the rod.
At
At
this
So
stage.
what happened to gentle parenting?
They do
There are exceptions to these things.
that kind of behavior.
Danny.
You will talk to him. You must first cane the boy.
Okay.
Yes,
You will cane him. You put him in.
Sharp in
You
place.
put him in naughty corner.
Yes, so.
Then you will now ask him, have you learned your lesson?
Yeah.
I have a friend, the son spoke to her. You know, it was an email. He sent a terrible email to the mom. The mom read the email. She was like, she called him. She was not happy with it. The first time she read that email, she read it 3 times. He schools one of these universities 2 hours away. She just called her driver. She entered the car, went to the school. She said, please, I want to see this person. They brought the boy. She just gave him 3 slaps. 1, 2, 3, and turned back and came back.
Drove 2 hours to go and
Just,
slap
that's all,
him.
just to go and slap him. She didn't even ask
Send
for
him the message.
nothing. She
So
just,
does that
turned-
stop it immediately?
and
Does that
he apologized.
No,
He came back.
The reason I'm bringing this up is that we have all talked about teenagers. It's a stage that they are going through. So one slap or one heavy beating does not immediately a compliant teenager make.
It's
No,
not
it
a slap in
doesn't.
anger.
It's
So-
not a slap in anger. It's
remember that I
correction.
said it will be punished first, then we will have the
We will have the
conversation.
conversation.
Yes.
What did you just do? What
Exactly.
gives you the right to think that you can speak
can
to
say
your
that
mother
to
that
me.
way? Are you the same age? Where's respect in this home?
Yeah.
No, we
It's
don't
not
do this.
acceptable.
Especially when you're doing
and the
something
next
for his
time you
sake.
try this,
Yeah.
this beating that I gave you will be small beating.
So that
Yeah.
would be never be a medium
Yes.
of communication
The
between
man's
both
voice
of
is
you.
loud on this.
No, I can imagine my
Exactly.
son. I took them for whole health check when they came back from school because madam was saying ear was pain and the other one was saying one thing. Although he had coughed, but I took them and they were taking his blood and he was saying to the nurse,
Lab technician,
lab technician taking his blood, don't take it from here, take it from here. I said,
Is
are
it
you
your
the
work?
professional? Leave her, let her do her job. So they tried to take it from here and they kept, injecting,
Okay.
trying to pierce him. 3 times they couldn't find his vein. They came back here, they took it 1 time and she was done. But she took it for the sister from here. She said, don't worry. She just looked at their hands and this is her job.
That's her job.
My son then looked at me in the hospital. I'm not sick. I'm not doing it. I will never forgive you. I said, Uncle, I didn't react in public. We got in the car. He took it, me, my mama, they post beating for me 2 weeks. I posted the beating. And we got to myself, Uncle, your life again. And in your other
never
life and your
forgive
next
you.
life. I'm your mother. I'm not your child.
Yeah.
Don't
Mr.
you ever
Larry,
use such a
we
language.
are running out of time,
Yeah.
and it's really sad that we've just gotten into
To
the
the
parenting one.
conversation.
action of this conversation. But just to end the conversation, what advice do you have for parents raising teenagers, doing gentle parenting, and abroad where you cannot beat? This one you can beat here. How about places where you cannot beat? What do you employ? What?
Yeah, so I'm
tips
going to
do you
speak
employ?
to that woman,
Okay.
and I'm going to speak to women. I've spoken to men, irresponsible men. You need to sit down and have conversations. You need to know where you are, and you need to
30 seconds.
recalibrate. But the key is that the woman is a Proverbs 31 woman. That is very, very key. You need to be entrepreneurial. You need to be mentally strong. You
Yeah.
need to be purpose-driven. You need to be organized. You need to be wise.
Good.
You need to be emotionally intelligent, and you need to be resilient in your home,
Yeah.
right? You need to support, and most importantly, you need that wisdom.
Okay.
And for that wisdom, there's a series that I put on my podcast on wisdom for parenting, wisdom for making money, wisdom for living life and
Yeah.
succeeding. So just go to my
We
podcast,
have
my
that.
YouTube, and you will find that wisdom series that will help you.
Thank you, Mr. Larry Olushola, for
Thank you
joining
so
us today. We had
much.
such a fantastic conversation.
Yeah.
And to our viewers, thank you again for joining us today. We'll be right back tomorrow. Make sure you join us. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.